Sardines are everywhere right now. People are even doing sardine fasts, but most don't know what they're actually getting. Let me clear this up now. I'm Dr. Kiat. Let's go heart to heart. So why sardines matter? They tick every box for modern nutrition. High protein, packed with omega-3, inexpensive, minimal processing, and almost always wild caught. The last point is huge. Most fish you buy is farmed. Sardines aren't. So, how big is a sardine really? Sardine is a small fish, about 20 centimeters long and 50 gram to 100 gram in weight. Compare that to salmon. They're around 100 centimeter long and can weigh 2 kilogram and more. A single salmon fillet is usually 150 to 200 grams, and one salmon, one fish, can feed quite a few people. Here's what you get per 100 gram of sardines. Roughly 25 gram of protein, similar to lean red meat, around 10 gram of fat, and are rich in long-chain omega-3s, along with micronutrients such as calcium, vitamin D, B12, selenium, and iodine. Now, but vitamin B12, that's over 300% of your daily needs. Vitamin D, 30% of daily needs. Calcium, if you eat the bones, about 35% of your daily needs. Selenium, nearly 100% of your daily needs. And the iodine, that's exceptional value nutrient density for such a tiny fish. So why the smallness of the fish matters? Sardines are small, short-lived, low on the food chain, almost always wild caught. Because of this, they accumulate far less mercury and fewer persistent toxins than larger fish. The FDA classifies sardines as one of the safest fish choices. Mercury content averages just 0.013 parts per million. That's among the lowest of any seafood you can have. Compare that to swordfish or tuna. Those fish live longer, eat smaller fish, and bioaccumulate mercury over time. So this is a massive advantage for sardines. Fish nutritionally similar to sardines include anchovies, herring, and mackerel. They're all small, oily fish, naturally rich in omega-3s, usually wild caught, and low in mercury. So you can think of them as in the same nutritional family. Salmon is excellent, but different. Salmon is much larger, higher total fat, and often farmed, while sardines are much smaller, leaner, and almost always wild. Both are healthy, but they're not interchangeable. Here's something very important. Farm salmon today is not necessarily better than the wild salmon. Why? Farm salmon are fed processed food pellets, which include more vegetable oils, so they are fatty, with lower omega-3 and higher omega-6 compared to wild salmon. They can also contain very low levels of residues from farming and feed, including antibiotics, flame retardants, and organochlorine pesticides. But they are generally below regulatory limits and considered low risk at normal intake. Overall, farm salmon is still a very good source of omega-3. Wild salmon is leaner and less fatty than farm salmon and has a better omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. In general, the higher the ratio, the better it is for health. Wild salmon can have slightly higher mercury and have some pollutants than farmed, but for both, mercury levels are low and they're considered safe for most people to eat a few times a week. I don't automatically recommend farm salmon over wild, and I definitely do not recommend it over sardines. So, do you choose fresh or canned sardines? Fresh sardines are great grilled or pan-fried. Canned sardines are very convenient, have long shelf life, the bones are softened, adding calcium to your diet, but you need to watch the sodium or salt content in canned sardines. Here's one tip. Choose canned sardines in olive oil or water. Avoid cheap seed oils. Sardines are small, but very nutritious. They're wild, low in toxin, high protein and omega-3, and loaded with micronutrients. They're one of those smartest fish choices you can make, but they're not magic. If you like sardines, eat them 2 to 3 times per week. No sardines fast required, but I will talk about the sardine fast in my next video. If this was helpful, hit subscribe please. Comment below. Do you eat sardines? Or are you curious but haven't tried them yet? I'm Dr. Kiat. Let's keep going heart to heart.